Hi guys, so I'm going to work on what I think is going to be kind of a quick video, especially since I already had time to pull out the colors of card and thing that I wanted to use. So let me put those things to the side for now, but I want to work on the little Spellbinders Layer Cake Surprise die set that I picked up, I think, a couple weeks ago. Whatever links I have in the description box for these items are affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items to those links. So thank you guys for using those. This is just super, super cute. I love that, and now that I look at it closer, it has like the embossing that's going to do some fun things to your paper. So you have that element. If you want to use like printed papers, that's a different story, but I'm just going to use regular cardstock just so each of these things can kind of have their own time there and little, you know, shine in the sun there where they have the little embossing. So I thought that was really cute. I have a basic card base, and this is just from one of the card kits, the Spellbinders card kit. I always, whenever I put my card kits away, I keep the papers and the dies and like all the sweet things that come in the card kits together, but I always take these guys out because they just add thickness to my cases, the cases that I use to put them away with. And so I always have these just sitting next to me, ready to go. So I have that. And then, so in that same, whenever I picked up all these things, I just kind of keep them together. I think I'm going to use this embossing folder that is really cool. It's called Plaid Company. I don't know if it's still available there on Spellbinders, but again, you can pick them up at different spots. So I'll have whatever links that are pertinent, that are currently available in the description box there for you guys. It's really cool, so I think I'm going to use this one today just for a little background. And then I also picked up the sugar-coated sentiments that go along with the new Tina Smith bakery sets. So I just think these are really cute. And so I'll probably use that if I pop a sentiment on here. We'll see. And there's another part of that same, the sweet shop, which is super adorable. I will get to that very soon. I did want to let you guys know, because obviously you're going to watch this video today, and these are new releases, so they're not going to be in this sale, but tomorrow, in about 16 hours or so, Spellbinders is going to begin their spring cleaning sale. And I just did a video earlier to show you guys, or talk to you guys about Tonic Studios having their spring sales also this week. Spellbinders normally just puts them all out. Like with Tonic, that's going to be daily deals. With Spellbinders, I believe it's just going to have a sales section like they normally do. So definitely check that out. I will remind you guys tomorrow, because I'm sure there's going to be some awesome stuff in that. Again, it doesn't really pertain to the new releases, but some other fun goodies. So we'll check that out very soon. So these are A2 size, and I figured I'll make an A2 size card today because I know I've been doing a lot of funky, you know, slimline, mini slimlines, and all these other things. So today's just going to be a basic, sweet A2 size card. I'm going to trim this paper down, and I think this is going to come together pretty quickly because it's all die cutting. And to be honest, there are not instructions on the back of this. I know usually on the back of like your small die or your large die on the carrier, it'll tell you kind of what to do to put it together. I think this is pretty straightforward, and that's probably why it doesn't say much, but we are going to have to keep this off of the paper. Otherwise, it's not really going to work. Does that? Well, I guess it would. I'm just going to pop it up a little bit. We'll talk about that in a minute. So on my card base, I'm going to cut this guy down. Oh, sorry. This is just craft cardstock. I thought that would be cute in the background. I'm gonna go 4 1/8. You know, I like my 1/8 inch mats. If you don't like 1/8 inch mats, don't do that. You can do 4 inch by 5 1/4, sorry. And I'm doing 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So yeah, sorry, I was kind of MIA yesterday, even though I had my gardening video. I went and got my second Pfizer COVID shot in the morning. And I took my son with me, and the appointment was at 7 o'clock. Camp Pendleton is kind of far, not far, but far enough where, you know, it's not fun to get up to be there by 7. And yeah, you know, nothing happened. I felt just fine. Then my arm started getting sore after like 4 or 5 hours, which the first time I got my shot, it got sore immediately. Like within a minute, my arm was sore. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And then I got sleepy, and I was like, well, maybe it's just me, because, you know, I didn't sleep all that great during the night. And then I had to get up early, but which I always get up early, so that wasn't, actually that was kind of a sleeping in for me, really. And, you know, I was just sleepy for like 3 hours. Really weird, like from 1 to like 4. And by the time I felt, you know, more awake, and, you know, the sun's almost going down, like it's just not time to make videos. And my head was kind of spacey anyway, so I just didn't make the videos. But today I woke up, I felt a little bit feverish, but not really, because I didn't have a temperature, so it's just me, and now I feel fine, so that's good. Hopefully that keeps up. But thank you guys. I had posted on Instagram about that, and you guys had a lot of sweet comments, and other people were wanted to know kind of how I was feeling, because they were going to get their second shot, and they were, you know, curious about it. It's all different. I mean, everyone, I think, has a different reaction, so hopefully yours will be mild like mine. So I'm gonna run this through. This is a Spellbinders. Let me see if it'll go through the marquee. Ooh, interesting. You know what? Okay. I don't know if I can get this through here because it is exactly the width. Do you see that? I don't think it's gonna want to go through like you just saw it didn't want to go through. So I'll probably run this through a different way. So let me, actually I'm gonna use the tangerine, and you know why? Because all these other things I was gonna cut in one fell swoop, but these pieces are small enough you can put through the marquee. Obviously they're tiny pieces, so it's not the biggest deal. Let me grab the tangerine. I'll be right back. Tangerine, very easy. Why do I keep getting random stuff? Oh, we just need the embossing folder plate, the embossing folder with its little paper in there, and then the top plate. And I'm sorry that this is so close up because this is a big machine, and so I'm just gonna put that through and just crank it through, and it might move my camera, and I bet you 100% it will move my camera. Try to do it gently so that it doesn't shake too much. Let's see what this looks like. Ooh, very nice. All right, so there's that. And what I'm gonna do is cut down the pieces that I want to use of all these papers. So I'm gonna have my plate. Claudia did send me, a subscriber here, the plates that belong to the Spellbinders machines that you can also put in the tangerine machine. This video isn't really about that, so I will play with that later and I'll let you guys know how that works. The plates are a little bit different, but you just have to make up your own sandwich and see what works, right? Because they're not exactly the same width or depth, should I say. But we will we'll play with that later. For right now, I'm just gonna use this. And all right, so I got all these pieces of paper out. So I think if you look at here, your base layer, and then you have the frosting, and then you have the two layers. So it's gonna be very similar to what they got going on here. I'm gonna use this like a chocolate layer. So cute. So that piece will be there. And instead of boring you guys showing them to trim everything down, what I do is just kind of trim that down, put a piece of tape so that one's ready to go. Ah, see? All right. Then the next layer would, okay, so that's the chocolate one, and then the one that gets pulled out of there, I'm gonna do this. These are all Recollections paper. Somebody asked me about that the other day. Today, these happen to be from Recollections, from Michael's super old paper I've had forever. You know, and then they wanted to know how many, the poundage is on it. Honestly, I don't pay attention to the Recollections paper because it's very cheap and it's very kind of thin. I think it's probably between 65 and 80 pound paper. I don't know. So there's that one. I'm going to take this guy from this darker pink. So anyway, this was from a pink pack. As you can see, it was a very ombre and pink, really cute. That went from there. And then the top piece, I'm going to cut from the lightest pink. And then we have all these pieces. So the tag, I'm going to cut from a piece of white paper. Okay. And then the candle, we'll come and do that in just a minute. Let me just leave these pieces off for now. I'll be right back. These pieces, and this is a little bit futile because usually what happens is when you're gonna emboss something after, when you tape it down, the die stays, but the paper might pop out anyway. So this, a lot of times the die has like, you know, cut out areas that the tape will stick to both areas, so it'll keep it together. But these are very much on the edge, and I don't think they're gonna end up sticking. So I might have to redo my tape, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So we have the die cutting in there, and then we have top plate. Again, these will all run through the diamond press marquee very easily. You can even include the foam when you go to die cut them. That way, ooh, let me make sure nothing moved. Some stuff did move. And that way you get your embossing all in one pass, right? Or we've talked about using self-healing cutting mats and all those different things. Obviously do however your machine works for embossing. I want to see how tight this is. Oopsie. And if I need to emboss it or not. That looks pretty good. Like that one I'm happy with. Do you see that? So you can, you know, make your evaluations. Like, do you need to then run it through with the embossing or not? Ah. Let me see what this one looks like. That's really in there. All right. Yeah, that's pretty cute. Okay, I think I'm good. Let me clean up this area and let's start putting this together. I just noticed my hands are kind of dry. How are you guys doing? You know, when I made that video of the garden this weekend, it was like in the 80s, 85, 84, and then today it's like in the 60s, and it's going to be in the 60s for the next week and a half or so. So it's kind of weird out here. And I hear from a lot of you guys, obviously, in the Midwest and other places that are still having snow and cold. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. Okay, let's put this together. You know, either side is really pretty of this. I don't, you know, that side's cool, this side is cool. I don't think it really matters which side you choose. I'm kind of looking at it too, because like, maybe I'll go with this side. Because the paper kind of wants to bow that way anyway, instead of fighting with the paper and sticking it, bowing up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll have to really squish it down. So I am going to put glue. Whenever I use something like this, embossing, I like to use a wet glue. I like using wet glues anyway, but it gets in the little nooks and crannies instead of a dry, like adhesive runner that might just stay on top and then it'll come apart later, possibly. Okay, there's this guy. So I think we're gonna be able to start putting together, I'm gonna put this on top of it. I'm still fighting it anyway, I guess. Our little cake. So this is the part that's interesting. Again, it doesn't have instructions there, but I'm pretty sure all you're going to do is put this inside this, right? Because when you pull it up, that's just there. And then this layer is going to go inside this one, right from the back. How cute is that already? Oh my goodness. Okay. And this little guy. I was concerned that this one wasn't going to emboss as well, just because they're kind of random, but look at that. Really, really good. Or done well. I'm going to stick it up here. So I'm going to pay attention to this because I don't want to obviously trap any of this stuff. But I also want to glue this well. So let me just put glue about here and to here. See what I did? And I'm just going to eyeball it because there is an edge. And I suppose you can match up edge to edge. Oh, so cute. And I could have popped that up too. You don't have to glue it down flat like I did. You could pop it up with some dimensional adhesive and just have another layer that looks cute. You guys, this is so easy. That's probably why it doesn't have instructions. But, because that's it. I mean, you know. So what I was trying to say is when I put this on my card, I want to put dimensional adhesive on the back of this. No? I mean, I guess you could keep it flat. And maybe that'll keep it, I don't know. I just feel like it needs dimensionals. Okay. So our last little bits that we need are... so quick and easy. These things here, and what I was going to do is, where are my dies? Over here. I was going to cut a white tag. I guess any color is cute, but I just have some paper here, some scrap paper as you can see. So I'll cut that. And then the candle, we have two different layers, and you don't have to layer them if you don't want to, but it always looks cuter. So what I'm going to do is first run... I think I want... I'm trying to think how I want to do that. Yeah, let's do the middle pink background like this. So I'm going to run it through just like this. And then on the white, I'm going to run it through with the accent piece. So I'll have that goes over on top of that middle pink, medium pink color. And these guys, I'm going to run it through yellow paper. I'm going to run it through orange paper. It's kind of small, so I'm not going to like try to find, oh, this should be yellow. You know, I'll just run it through like this and run it through this one. Some orange scrap here. And I'll be right back. Oh, so I kept these aside. It's basically because I'm just going to run them through my little diamond press. You can run these through the marquee in the same little envelope. But I just have these small pieces, so I figured that's a good way to do it. And pop that out. It's so cute. Look at that little guy. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. So it always wants to stick on my surface, I tell you. Okay. All we're gonna do with these little guys is just glue them together and get them ready. So I haven't decided if I want the yellow with the orange accent or orange with yellow accent. So let's see what that might look like. So cute. And then we have this little guy, and I feel like maybe it should be yellow with a little orange. Just because the orange is a little bit out there. I'm trying to think. I guess that. Oopsie. Nope, I don't need that. And I always like to look at this for reference. Oh, haha. Well, okay, that's funny. I did mine this way, but they're showing to do it this way. So I suppose if you want the candle to be more wonky, like silly looking, do it this way. So I'll go back and do what they have there in the picture. Well, that's interesting. I never would have thought to do that. Okay. And then they did put the little pull tag on here, it looks like. And maybe they stuck it on here. They intertwined it in here before they did anything else. But let's see what this looks like. Oh my goodness. I love that. Okay. So it does say pull. You can do different things. They have like this sweet thanks, you know, whatever it is you want to put on there. But maybe I'll go ahead and put pull. They have make a wish. Really cute. I wonder if you can put both of these words on there. Let's see. Ooh. Nah, well, make a wish is so cute. But at the same time, I feel like I should put pull on here. I was trying to see if I can fit both of them. Oh, your sweet fits on there too. Oh, should we do two of them? Let's see, maybe we can put two tags. Yeah. Let's do that. I'm going to cut out one more tag in the lightest pink and I'll be right back. So I have my two little tags that I decided to use. And I have Make a Wish, which I think I'll do on the white one. This little tiny block I got years and years ago from close to my heart. And it's for things like this that are super tiny. I'm gonna let that soak in because I did not put a stamping pad behind it. Look at that. These are photopolymer stamps. I know with the club kits, usually those are acrylic stamps that come in the club kit. But normally, whenever they have stamps that you just purchase, like on Spellbinders or FSJ, their other brand there, they're photopolymer. And then I have the pull. I guess you could put both of them on there, but that's okay. Oopsie. They really stuck on there. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, let me clean up and get everything together. Obviously, that also, not obviously, because maybe you don't know, but VersaFine sometimes takes a minute to dry. It's very oily, nice ink. I'll clean up in the meantime and I'll be right back. Other things to do. This is so funny. I bought this yesterday when I went to Smart & Final. It's like a Costco. I don't know if you have that locally or not, but why? Because I'm a crazy person. I was like, oh, I could use this so in crafts. So I'm going to open this up and get a piece of twine from that. And they had it in different weights. So this is actual twine. And, you know, you can use it in the kitchen, I suppose. And maybe I will. Let's see here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that spring sale. I love Spellbinders sales. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna put the Make a Wish over the pull one, and I'm just trying to think what I want to do. Do I want to just tie them together? Okay, I'm gonna cut this off at some point here. I gave myself a lot because I have a lot of it anyway, so that's fine. I'm just gonna make a, just tie them together. And I'm gonna adjust this and kind of go back and forth until it's as small as I would like. You know, oh, it's a little bit thick. Okay, and I'll be right back once I get that tied on the way I would like it to be. I haven't glued this guy down because I wasn't sure where I want to glue it, but I think that's fine. So I'll glue it down. And then we'll put dimensional adhesive, I suppose, behind. It could be just cute, just like that. Or if you want to tilt it or make it look, you know, cute. Look at that. So cute. Okay, well that, oh, let's slide that back in. While that sets up, I'm going to frame this out. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like it needs dimensional adhesive if you want to just, you know, glue it down, I suppose. But as you can see, this is going to go up and down here. So that's kind of why I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we just glue it straight down? What I'm gonna do, if I do dimensional, I'm gonna have to cut this like in half. I put this in here and cut it in half, which is just leave the backing on your paper and then do it that way. Oh yeah, there we go. That's the way to do it. Oh, look at that, it's almost perfect. All right, and then I'll frame the bottom out just with another piece. We're gonna put this here. And then this guy, let me see how much this has to close up though, if it has to go all the way down in here. Okay, so you don't need, I can put it straight across the bottom. And if you only have little like dimensional squares or dots or whatever, just frame it out, you know, as best you can. Okay, I'll be right back once this sets up. Take that off. And then, you know, just find your placement where it is that you want to put it. And then I have my little guy over here. I suppose like there would be cute. And I'm just completely eyeballing that. I don't even know if it's straight. It looks like it needs to come up a little bit here. Okay. Make sure we didn't stick down any of this guy. Oh, so cute. Okay. And then we have this little tag. So again, how far in do you want that to go? I'm not going to put it too far. And I'm just going to glue this on. If you want to tie it on, you know, I would maybe tie it around there. Maybe that's what I should have done. I'm not sure exactly how to work this guy because I have, again, first time I've done one and I don't know. But if you think someone's going to pull it and just like pull that tag off, then you might as well tie it on. But for now, I'm just going to let that set up. Of course, it needs to dry. So cute. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to give it a moment to dry up. Okay, so I just pulled it up just so I can hold that down, but super cute. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll have the links in the description box. And again, I'll remind you guys tomorrow of the sale. And then I'll have the tonic links also for their sale. That's basically a daily deal type thing. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.